everybody. Today we're here in Columbus, Ohio for the Goodguys Nationals. My first time ever attending this event. I walked around a little bit. It really looks like it's going to be a good show. A lot of cars have showed up. I'm going to walk around here and take a look around. Hopefully we can see some good cars today, and hopefully when this video gets out, you can just sit back and enjoy the show. But for now, let's get out here and take a look around. Really don't know where to start. There's so many cars here. This is a 62 Chevrolet right here. Well, that's really clean inside there. And here's a 59 model that's been lowered, it looks like. Wow, he's done a lot in here with these aftermarket gauges. Upgrade to the interior there. This is a 63 model. That's a nice looking 58 right there. This Chevelle convertible right here. That is really slick paint on this one right here. It's like everything aftermarket in here as far as gauges go. It is a manual transmission. And look at that console he's built there. But as you can see, he's upgraded the seats, got big padded seats. Looks really nice. Here's a big Buick. Check out the flame job on this little orange highboy here. You can notice it's very noticeable, but at the same time it's very subtle, very soft colors that are used for it. Look at this little Willis pickup truck right here. That's really short. It really stands out. This is a 36 model. Beside that, here's this 39 Chevrolet. The 69 Chevelle in a green color. And my wife has a channel called Smiles a Lot, and if you watch her channel, you know she really loves green cars. Oh, that's really nice inside too. It is a factory 4-speed, it looks like. Okay, this is a 48 Ford convertible, it says. But I don't know what they use in the Karate Kid, but this kind of reminds me of the one they had in Karate Kid. Guys, there's too much stuff here for me to see this weekend, I do believe. So I'm just gonna have to try to run through here and get what I can, but there's so many nice cars. Look at that truck there. I think it's a 55 or 56. A couple more high boys there. I like the 32 Ford right there with all the patina. It's really nice. These are what I think of when people talk about an old jalopy, which this one has been worked over. I can see through the vents in the hood, it does have a V8 in there. Nice metal flake green, 61 wagon. Right behind it is a 59 wagon. Oh, look at that Falcon station wagon right there. It's got the woody side on it. Whoever restored this car did a really, really good job. really nice. Or is this one more like the one in the Karate Kid? I'm not really sure. I just know it was an older convertible there. I'm talking about the one that Mr. Miyagi fixed up, not Biff's, if you're familiar with the show.
Since we built it back in '92.
Wow, 93,000 miles.
Yes, sir. Yep.
That's a lot of miles to put on one after restoring.
Yep. It's we're from south of Nashville, an hour. We've been
I think there's a little double cab they made here. Oh yeah, I've seen this done before, but this is really done well. Is this a Dragon or a Gator? It's on the side of this Ford panel van right here. A delivery van. Okay, got a nice leather interior in here, aftermarket gauges. But I hope my camera picks it up. He's actually built, looks like some type of shelving back here in the back with sanded and stained wood. It looks really good back there. I wish the back doors were open to get a better look at it. Pickup truck here, got a tunnel ram with 2 4s on it. That is all chromed out there, isn't it? That black and burgundy goes together too there, really well. Zoom down a little on that. Look really clean looking 61. I like the blue paint there. There's the old Willis Jeep. The old D100 van coming by there. I had to get a shot of it. Back to the 61 here. Got aftermarket gauges, and this gray interior really blends well with that blue. See, he's got the dual antennas back here. That's a pretty 56 going there. Jeep here. See, he's got 2 4s sticking out of the hood, and it is on a supercharger. And it says Hot Rods and Harleys on the side here. There's another 60 Chevy. back to the Willis. But anyway, it says Hot Rods and Harleys. And in the back here, is this an old Harley? I don't really know. '70 Mustang Fastback, and the nameplate's got on front up here says it is a Mach 1. It's got ambush there on the top. You can see he's modified the interior, aftermarket gauges, modified the dash, all custom interior. This is really done nice. It is a manual transmission. You can see he's changed the door handles. Now, I don't know if that brake duct there would be functional on a 70, but it is opened up with mesh there now. Got a custom hood scoop on it there, and it says it has a Coyote engine. Here's a 57 Nomad, if you can hear me over the engine, but it's bright red. I see he's putting louvers here on the side of the front fender. Now, is that a Buick or Oldsmobile grill in there, or is that just something completely custom? Okay, this is a 41 Pontiac, it says. It is a convertible, but you don't see very many of the Pontiacs. I think this is a 63 Chevy. Yes, it says 63 drop on the tag there. This would make such a cool cruiser right here. Bet they have a lot of fun in this and get a lot of attention with that bright red. I see they got towels on the seats. When I was in my late teens, I had a 66 Chevrolet convertible. And if you wore short pants and you jumped in that car after you'd been out and top been down, it would really burn your legs. So I used to carry a towel also to lay on the seats. A mid-60 Chevy pickup truck. I think I still got the 6-cylinder in it. Yeah, sure does. Here's old Plymouth.
Big one. Day one, ladies and gentlemen, the Goodguys. Rotten Custom Associations.
Look at the old Studebaker going there. Telling you guys, there's a little bit of everything here at the Goodguys show. Look at the old Volkswagen pickup here. Got the wood frame canopy on it there. Now, if you're not familiar with these, the sides of the bed actually fold down so you can load cargo in and out, which I still think that's a pretty good idea. See the sun glistening off the stripes on this 67 Camaro, but they are a metal flake type stripe. I don't know if they're painted on or if they're a some type of vinyl, but they really look cool on here. I like the bright yellow on this old Ford pickup truck here. Here's a 70 model El Camino, and it looks like a Chevelle wagon over here beside of it. What's coming in behind me? Okay, this car caught my attention from the row over there. I can see it from a distance, but they have totally modified the front end of this old Torino right here. Look, it looks like they dropped in a Coyote engine. You don't see a lot of the Torinos, but I always liked them. I thought they were nice cars, which Start Skin Hutch made them pretty popular. I think this might be a little older than the one they used in the show, but look at the way they flared the front end out here.
Horse and chassis under it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then that's a 2016 Mustang GT dash inside.
That should help them move down the road pretty good.
Yeah, it surprisingly enough, it fit pretty well. Then the interior guy finished. Trent made the rest of the pieces.
Okay, just got a fuel filler off of a later model Challenger here. And he says he just got it back from the interior guy there, but look how they modified the dash in here. Yeah, I'm amazed at this right here. This is a Mustang dash out of a later model Mustang. Hey, here's a 33 Ford. Man, that Torino was really nice. I can't get over all the custom touches on it, but this is a nice Ford coupe here also. Here's one of the early Cudas, isn't it? Tangerine orange Chevy pickup, around late 60s, early 70s. Really good paint. Blue bed matches up well with that orange too, doesn't it? Nice clean red square body there. 69 RS convertible. And look here, this is a Hurst Oats. It does have a sticker on the back that says student driver, so you might want to be aware if you see this car on the road. How many of you remember Dr. Oats? It was part of Oldsmobile's advertising campaign, where seemingly there was a lab or something where he was working to make the ultimate muscle car. Probably go on YouTube and look up Dr. Oats and find some old magazine ads and maybe even TV spots. There's the old Grand Prix. You don't see those very much. You can get those years ago with a big white 400 or 455. I actually had one with a 400. Guys, I don't know what I'm looking at right here. It says Terraplane on it, but I'm not familiar with this name at all. And I've been to a lot of car shows, but I'm just not familiar with it. But look at this. He's got under here. I mean, it reminds me of an old Ford, but this is just, I don't really know what I'm looking at. Somebody help me out here. Got a rumble seat, but well, no, that's not a rumble seat. That's a actual trunk. Goodguys National sticker, it actually says 36 Terraplane. It says original paint. Okay, this is a Ford here. And here's a Chevrolet pickup truck, late 40s, early 50s. I think this would be early 50s. It says it's 1950 model. You can't get much earlier 50s than that, can you? And here's a little black Ford coupe here. It's a 56 Ford pickup truck, but look beside of it here. You know what that is? That is a Hudson. Yeah, you do not see Hudson pickup trucks. That bed, how nice. It says it's a 46 model. This is amazing. station wagon there. Got that sun roof on top. There's a 68 Dodge Charger. And you talking about all original, I'd say this is probably all original right here. Hasn't been repainted, restored, or anything. It's probably a 383. There's an automatic on the column. Looks like it had a vinyl roof on it at one time that's come off. '62 Chevy, no, '64 Chevy too. Got really clean in here. Back seat's removed. He's tubbed the rear, as you can see, taking out the back seat, and he's tubbed it there for these big tires. Now this blue 55 two-door hardtop's got Dark Star written on the back here. Here's a black AMX Javelin. It's got AMX badging on it. Now I was under the impression that the AMX did not have a back seat, but this one does. And this Javelin's kind of like a dark metal flake blue, it looks like. We've got a black and blue Javelin there. Got a 345 Hemi in here. Check out the big old 1960 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. Look at the little Gremlin X right here. Days you could actually get these with the seats covered in Levi's Blue G material, and there's a kid in my neighborhood who had one. It says Dynaflow on the back of this old Buick. I think that was the name of their transmission back in the day. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. No, I'm not sure, but I don't think this is the dash that came in this truck. I think this might have been out of an early '60s Chevy car. But it transferred nicely over here. And it's appropriate he would cover his fuel cell with a money pattern there. Got $100 bills.
A tremendous number of people been with our company 30 years. Hang on, Al.
Okay. Now it says this is a 59 GMC pickup truck. I know Chevrolet, they've got a full headlight system in 58 and 59, but I don't know if they've customized this or this is something that you can get. It says Ford on the front, and you see the grill is different there also. But anyway, I don't know what I'm looking at here. They still got a straight 6, and it looks like we got a new carb on there.
You have something.
Okay, this Nova is well worth taking a look at. It is really different in at first sight. It just looks like another silver Nova. But let me show you the interior on this car. Look at that. Did this come out of the late 50s or early 60s Impala or something?
On cruise control.
But look, that looks just so neat in there.
Greatest upgrades in
Or I know there are people who Don't want to change anything from original.
Those fire
But
jet
this really looks good in here, that bright red and
but
with this silver.
Digital Cruise
And look at the engine he has here.
in the stock.
It's got a straight 6 with two what looks to be 4 barrels on there. So you can feed a lot of fuel into that little 6-cylinder engine, but I'm also not familiar with this engine that he has in here.
Whatever speed you want to be.
It says Clifford on the valve covers. Again, if you know something about that, let me know, because again, I keep finding things all the time that I've never seen before, and I like learning, so please let me know if you know. But this is a nice little Nova.
Yeah, Leaf's in my she's in there like.
Lowered that little Chevy pickup truck there. That Ford's lowered pretty good bit there also.
Yeah.
There's that little Falcon down here with a supercharger sticking out of the hood. Yep.
That are coming to our website. They're going to make it easier to find parts, easier to get what you want. They've been working nonstop on it for this year, and the future of that is just going to be amazing.
And look at that delivery truck. They got it fixed up really nice, don't they? Oh, Chevrolet. And here's a 58 wagon.
Ideas for something. You don't want to order it. Awesome sales team will take great care of it.
That's that Grand Prix we saw rolling by earlier. Yeah, the one I had was actually green. That Torino GT, that's really, really sharp. And it's really slick in that black right there. I love that fastback design there. Well, how you like the candy apple red paint on this 58 Chevy pickup truck right here? It is a long bed. You usually don't see the long beds fixed up this nice. Look at the way he put the latches inside there. Tailgate. Here's a little Rambler convertible.
1970s. Rod Stewart, ladies and gentlemen, you're here at day one of the Good Guys Rod Custom Association's 20.
Oh, look at that cameo.
That's right, 20 years of Good Guys, good times.
That's a 57 model.
PPG. I'm DJ Axel.
Well, that's really clean. I like the color. I've always liked that color on these trucks.
Hey guys, not again. Exactly. Free shipping here at Chevrolet Performance can help you complete your project. Whether you want a 350 small block, a 454 big block, or an LP. Chris, buddy, how do I get an LP? Well, don't even say that. Just say, Chris, buddy, how are you?
Folks, Gap Industries is a proud sponsor.
Another green one my wife would definitely like. Hopefully she'll make it over here and take a look at it. She was sitting filming cars coming in a while ago. One of those little Studebaker Hawks, and he has really modified this one quite a bit. He's done a lot of cutting and pulling and bending and reshaping, but it turned out really nice. What in the world is this right here that I am looking at? You can see the front end and the suspension it has. Let me take it around back. You've got this reverse mounted supercharged engine right here. Looks like a small block Chevy. And you see the radiators in the back, and there is a skull looking at you if you're following this guy. That's a little different right there. Well, that 62 is really slick. And he's built a model of it in here. Wow, look at this Monte Carlo right here. It's a convertible. I think it's a 72 model. But look at the paint. I can't remember what style this is on this paint, but I've seen it before, that style of painting. It's got this flip-up hood. And it looks like he's got a dash after a late 50s, early 60s Chevy there too. I think they use these in like, I don't know, 59 and 60, maybe. There's type dashes. And I could be wrong, but I've seen those in the older Chevys before, I know. But anyway, he's did a lot of custom work to this thing. There's a 55 wagon. A couple little coupes behind it here. Now, if you're listening to this video and you hear blank spots, it's not because something's wrong. If they're playing a lot of copyrighted music, and I'm not allowed to play copyrighted music on YouTube, so they will take it down if I don't take it out. So when I first walked up, I thought this truck was black. It was actually a really, really dark green. Look, here's a Studebaker wagon, and I think this is custom. I don't remember Studebaker making a wagon like this. I could be wrong, but I think this is a one-off custom right here. One of. Let's look inside. Really nice in there. Whoever did that did a good job. Look at the little Rambler right here. It is a wagon, and I think this one is factory, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it came with that sliding window there. But here's a nice roll of hot rods. Look at this bright orange Camaro right here, 67 model. I'm telling you guys, there's more here than you can see in a weekend. I hadn't went into the buildings and really looked around yet, but I'll understand there's a lot of cars in some of the buildings. There's another AMX. I saw one earlier and they had a back seat. This one, as you can tell, does not have a back seat, which is what I thought all of them were, but again, maybe a different year model. May have had some, I don't know. I know the wheelbase was shorter on some of the year models than the regular Javelin. Yeah, I got on the chairlift here and going over the fairgrounds. And right now we're going over like a vendor area. Okay, what I've showed you so far today, I haven't even been up to this area here or over in, there's like a grassy field area that has cars also that I haven't been to. Excited to get to the main part down here and show you that.
And he let me on the video this time, woohoo! Because he has nowhere to go up here on this sky thing.
Yeah, I've been walking around looking at cars. Like I say, Melissa has been parked out front watching them come in and getting video of them in motion.
I saw so many beauties.
Yeah,
green, woohoo!
Yeah, you'll want to check that out if you like seeing them in motion, because she's got a lot of those. Yeah, that's good. That's in the chrome there.
Of course, we had to hit the thing. Oh man, I have not been way out there. Have you been that far?
No, I haven't been to the
Well,
end.
then that's those covered things I was talking about that we saw from the road.
Yeah, but we're headed that way.
Oh my goodness. I've been to the front of that parking lot. I've not been out there. What if left?
There's the yellow rollers right down there. You can get a good view of all the cars that are here. Look at that orange Mustang down there. What green thing? Oh, let me try not to go too fast, but then there's a old pound truck got plumbing advertising on the side of it there.
There's our meeting place, but we've never met yet.
Is that a Belvedere, that red one there? Oh yeah, this is great for spotting cars up here.
Oh, I'm not.
Red 57 Nomad that looks short from the lift up here.
Yeah, this is like the Where's Waldo.
Yeah, my wife just said it's like Where's Waldo, find your car. And if your car is parked in this area, feel free now to pick it out if you see it.
Hey, we're at the end. Oh my, there are cars out there.
Okay, we actually saw this truck a few weeks ago in Mobile, Alabama.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
At the
World
Street
Famous
Rod
Goodguys
Nationals over there.
Thunderfest. We're going to be starting up
Pretty,
the tracks. We're gonna be
light
running on
blue and white.
nitromethane in 10 short minutes. Good guys, 1 p.m.
Check out this old Dodge panel truck right here. Don't see a lot of the Dodges. Sharp black Chevelle there. Toledo Automatic Door Company. Here's a Chevelle wagon that's really nice. Look at this old 57 Chevy race car right here. Or a race car replica anyway. It could have been a race car back in the day. I noticed this tag back here. WDOW, I think that stands for widow. I think there was one of these that was black and white called the Black Widow. It was made famous years ago. Here's a Pontiac Ventura, and I can't even remember the last time I heard the name Ventura. Custom flatbed on this one right here. Okay, I've walked under one of the shelters or barns or whatever here, but it's getting hot outside and it's so much cooler under here. Sun's not shining on the cars, but it is comfortable. What is that? Is that an old Pontiac or something? This Chevrolet. But they've molded the lights into the fenders there, it looks like. They've chopped it. They actually did a good job with that. The tag says my bad 39. Got some custom work on this one here too. A 33 Willis. There's a 67 Chevelle. It looks really stock up here in there. Got the little dish hubcaps on there. It is a post car. And look at this big old Catalina. That's nice. This is a 1960 model. And look out, it has kind of the same roof line as the 60 Chevrolet. There, that little thin post comes back there on the C-pillar. There's a 66 or 67 Chevy 2 Nova. And it's a post car also there. Now this Mustang looks a little different, but I looked on the tag and it actually says Mercury Capri. I don't know if this is maybe Canadian or something. I just don't understand what I'm looking at here. But I don't see Mustang anywhere on the vehicle. And it is for sale. It says Mercury Capri 1982 740-412-1770. So if you're interested, there's 58 or 59. Well, 58 is what the tag says. I had one of these years ago, and the step right here had been chromed by somebody owned it before me. And also up here, the vents by the windshield wipers, they had been chromed. That's a sharp pickup truck right there. There's a little Chevy Love pickup truck. I think they were made to compete with the little import trucks. Got a Zuzu engine, and I don't know if it was a collaboration that Chevy did, or like I know Ford, I think on some of their little Courier pickups or something, they did a collaboration with another company. Now this looks like a Chevy 2 Nova. But what's the name of it? Acadian. And I think this is Canada's version of what would have been a 66 or 67 Chevy 2 Nova. Got a custom grill in this one right here. Well, look, here's a convertible. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 57 Chevrolets in a row here. And this black one's a convertible also. Wow, look at this old GMC. This GMC's version of old Suburban or something. Oh, look at all the chrome on that front end right there. That's just an awesome grill right there. And that dark blue paint. That's really neat. It's got the strips on the tailgate like a Nomad would have. That's really a neat vehicle. This Ford Sunliner convertible right here. It's really a pretty car. It's got baby moons on it. But I get these so confused. This one's a Sunliner, which is convertible. Then they got the Starliner, which I think is the hard topper. And then they could have a Skyline or something. I don't know. Those flat fins. We even got cars lined up down these little side areas over here out of the crowd. That was my car years ago. I had that same shade of blue. Mine was convertible with a white top, but that's the same color. Big old 4-door Cadillac. When was the last time you saw a Chrysler 300 convertible?
Happy birthday, Mike. Happy birthday, Mike. Now we are back to the All Request Weekend here at Southern Racing National. Here's Carl with the line.
Khaki pickup truck there is short. Still got the old flathead in there. I got this Suburban here sitting down on the ground. Look how they got this old Chevy wagon displayed here. Got a little, I don't know what you call it, tiki hut style umbrella. Got the surfboards on top. Let me get around the other side and get a better shot of that. Yeah, that is really a cool, fun little vehicle there. Look at the sun visors up here. They're made of wood and they kind of look like wings in a way, don't they? Yeah, that's pretty neat. Here's a 59 Chevrolet Impala. And this is a 58 Chevrolet Creation right here. Because I don't think they made a El Camino in 58. Turned out pretty well though, didn't it? This 56 is really clean back here. Looks good out in the sun. Okay, here's my wife in the car. It's bright green, she would love it. Little 66 Mustang convertible. See in the distance there's a 67 Camaro. Okay, this caught my attention when I walked out of the shed there. This is a Plymouth. Pretty neat looking car that you don't see every day. Here's a 67 Camaro, which as you know, it started it all for the Camaros, being the first year for the Camaro. Got big watt power in this one. And that paint is really bright. Here's a Buick GS. Yeah, it's just showing as a GS. They had a GSX, I think, that had the wing in the back. I don't know if it was just an option on the regular GS or how that works really. Check out the paint on the Corvette here. The lip spool there says animal on it there. Got big watt power. I see it's badged as a 427. Nice clean 68 Camaro, got that nose stripe on it. This badge 327. Late 70s, early 80s. There it is. Notice they got custom running boards on this one, which they've used a router and put Dodge Brothers on there. It looks like he's been to a lot of Goodguys there. Those are stickers from all the Goodguys meets that they've had. Okay, you hadn't seen one of these in a long time. This is a 69 Dodge Polara. And I have a friend, or actually he used to be a friend, I hadn't seen him in years, but anyway, he had a next door neighbor who was a police detective, and he had one of these cars that had a 440 Police Interceptor engine in it. And somehow or another, the detective bought the car, and my friend, his folks helped him buy it from the detective, and that friend of mine wound up rolling that car over. He got banged up pretty good, but he destroyed the car. There's a 66 or 67 Chevy 2 that's Nova, that's just very original looking. Got the bench seat and the automatic on the column. Here's a 59 Chevy truck that really looks good out here in the sun. It's the paint, I think, is darker than the original shade of that blue-green Chevy would have had back then, but it looks like it could be original shade, but I don't think it is. I guess original style paint, the way it looks, I guess I should say. Yeah, the paint's not overdone with shine or gloss or anything. It's just a really good, clean paint job. Look at the hugger orange on this 69 Camaro. I like the way he blacked out the grill and those headlight inserts there. And there's a little Nova, yellow. Is that a Yinko style stripe you got on there? Here's a nice 57 Ranchero in orange and kind of cream color. This one here is really nice shape. Got plaid interior there. Yeah, that's a nice Ranchero right there. That's really pretty. Check out this black and blue Chevy pickup truck here. I see he's got one of the lower profile superchargers on there with a single cord. Really like these colors together though. They really pop. You see he opened up the bottom of the bed there and let his exhaust come out there. Really clean looking the way he did that. Oh look, he painted the bottom part of the bed a different shade than the truck, so you still got the same black and blue pattern going on there also. Yeah, I like what he's done with that there. This panel show right here how long it is. It's a 54 Chevrolet, and I think I saw there that he had owned it for like 40 years. Yeah, owned 42 years by the same guy, but it's really big and nice. Okay, I'm on the chairlift now, headed back over from when I came over earlier today. But I walked through two stalls just now that you saw on the video. And tomorrow I will probably try to get those other two stalls but there's just so much here. I can already tell there's no way I'll be able to get around to see everything that is here. But I do hope that you enjoy what I am seeing. If I know what something is, I'll try to identify if I can for the people who maybe just getting into collector cars or classic cars, however you want to say it. But yeah, anyway, there's just a lot here. If you've never been here, you'd probably enjoy coming if you do like classic cars. Yeah, you can see a lot from the chairlift. This area over here, I saw it from the chairlift a few minutes ago, but I haven't walked through that area yet. Hopefully I'll try to get to it tomorrow. The only bad thing about not getting to it today is a lot of the cars moving around in the area you may have looked at yesterday. There's new cars moved in, or some of the cars you've already filmed has moved into the area you haven't been to today. They're there tomorrow, so there's drawbacks to not getting able to do it all in one day. But if you want to ride this chairlift while you're here, to go one way it's $5. To do the round trip both ways is $8. So that's not that much if you want to ride. Red and black's pretty down there, isn't it? All of mine in orange and white. Like that orange Mustang's about to pull out. Performance that you can imagine is probably represented somewhere here on the property this weekend.
Ohio, right here in the United States of America.
Now when I get off the chairlift, they've got this, I don't know the correct way to say it, Casey Hall maybe. But anyway, I'm thinking they might have a Tri-5 show going on in there, but I'm gonna go and step in to see what I can find in there. I'm thinking the way you say it, but I do see the banner there that says 70 years Tri-5. I do have a bright red 57 sitting out front here. So let's go inside and see what's inside the building. Okay, wow, it's so much cooler in here, and look at all the classic Chevys in here. I don't know where to begin. Okay, it's getting later in the day, so I know I'm not going to get to go through all of these today, but let me just kind of walk through here, and I may have to come back in tomorrow. take another look around, but these are some really nice show quality cars here. You ever saw a Woody 55 wagon? Me either, but they call this Bellwood. I guess instead of a Bel Air. Does have the surfboards in here. They're on there. Yeah, I saw that wood grain on there. I thought, what? So I had to make sure I got this one. Here's what looks like advertising for a Bellwood. I've never heard of one, but this is definitely something I'm gonna look up when I get home. Let me know if you've ever heard of this. And like I say, I've been to a lot of car shows, but I don't remember seeing one. Well, that one's pretty, that convertible. Yeah, if you like 55s through 57s, you'll love coming in here. And it's nice and cool. I'm telling you, it's getting hot today. I think it's going to be in the mid-90s out there today. And it's around 3 o'clock now, so the cars are starting to leave, especially ones that got here at 6 or 7 this morning. I like the stance of that 56 there. They got it kind of sitting down a little bit in the back. Got some really wide wheels stuffed under the wheel wells there. And this one is a convertible. Here's a 55 convertible, and look at that. That's really nice. Look how he brought the exhaust out through the back there. Now it says this is a El Morocco, and as you can see, it's like a cross between a 57 Chevrolet and a 57 Cadillac. And it says there were 16 of these made. It wasn't made by Chevrolet. There, somebody set out to build them as kind of like a poor man's Cadillac. But that is definitely unique. I don't know if I've ever saw a 57 four-door wagon look any nicer than this one. Well, that's really nice. I can't get over how nice that is. Four-door hardtop. They look good to be a four-door. Removing that post in the middle, and they gave it a sporty look, didn't it? Wow, look how custom this one right here is. They did a lot of fabrication to create that right there. A lot of custom going on this 57 Bel Air. Well, I said Bel Air. It's a Nomad. Here's a 55 Nomad. Again, a lot of custom work went into this. The name of this is the Virus. That out, that is a giant lemonade truck, it says. A little different. Mashing this one, they've took pieces of other Chevy cars there, I think, and pieced that together. Changed out the door house to be flush there. And I actually think that might have come off of a 58 above the window there. I'm not sure. You got diamond taillights. Okay guys, I'm about to head back outside. I think a lot of people are starting to leave now this later in the day, so I'm gonna try to catch some of them as they're going out. There's another shot of this 57 sitting out front. Well, this is really a pretty one. And I guess it's just as nice underneath. As you can see, he's got these mirrors under the car there where you can see up. You can see the exhaust system there. And the rails look really clean too there. Look at the old LTD Country Squire. Years ago, if you had those hideaway headlights in your station wagon, yeah, you were something then. This 69 Camaro's got hideaway headlights that aren't really hiding. I can still see them in there. They got some custom work going on in this Volkswagen, don't they? Suicide doors. Was this a food truck or ice cream truck back in the day? Look at the little window that opens up there.
I love that you get billed when a family comes back over and over again. And I also love the fact that people still take it back to maintain it, to do oil change, to do the nitpicky things that a lot of high-end custom builders don't do. They build nice cars, you can check it, audio, make sure that thing is
It's cool, cool. I can't even tell cool the way that 18 is written on there, isn't it?
Are we going to go for a ride this winter? I know we can. Are we going to? All right, perfect. And then, lastly, before I let you go, just vanish like the ghost. Actually vanish, and the lady actually found it in the storage unit, and we're able to get it back and brought it and let us do our thing on it. And not only your thing,
Look at this Dodge Polara right here. And look there on the fender, it says 426. Let's take a look at that. Okay, it's not the 426 Hemi, it's the Max Wedge. And you can see that's got that cross induction with two four-barrel carburetors going into it there. There's one you won't find at every car show.
or any of the social media sites, it's all Tools and Customs.
That 60 Chevy there. That's really cool, isn't it? It's 1951 it says. Yeah, a lot of them are starting to go home for the day. Or at least back to the motel. We got plenty. I think I looked at that earlier today in there. Guys, I'm gonna try to get a few of the cars as they're leaving. Tomorrow I'll come back and I'll try to get some of the areas I didn't get today. But I do appreciate you watching. I really hope you enjoyed it because I sure have enjoyed being here. But if you did, I appreciate if you subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, tell your neighbors, you know, all that good stuff.